Wish I had more time. But really, if you think about it, if time is the same for everybody, then why isn't everybody successful? Right? I mean, why haven't you achieved a higher level of success? Why haven't you made more money? Become an expert in your field? Why aren't you healthier? Or started that side hustle or business? And most people say, I just wish I had more time, man. Got a lot going on. I mean, you don't understand my day-to-day struggles. But you don't need more time. You need more focus. See, time is the great equalizer, but focus is the difference maker. Grover's words, time is undefeated. You can't control it, but you can control its hold on you. Successful people, they don't look at things the same way that you and I do. World-class entrepreneurs can look at the same painting that you and I look at. Yet their perspective is different. They walk away with something different. And see, the world-class athletes and entrepreneurs understand one thing. They understand that everybody has the same allotment of time. We all have 24 hours in a day. Yet what's different is, that's the painting they're looking at. They're not consumed with time. They don't even manage it. They manage their focus. So there are 3 great questions in this chapter that will help you build the momentum and shift from managing time to managing focus. The 3 questions that Grover writes about. Do you want to do it? Can you do it? And is it worth your time? You know what world-class entrepreneurs and athletes have in common? Their ability to sell. In spite of the adversity and the setbacks and the unyielding rejection, they never settled. They kept selling. Selling requires 10 core skills: communication, connection, curiosity, consistency, creativity, continuous learning, being coachable, being courageous, handling the criticism, and also confrontation, but productively. Now I'm going to teach you what they know. And let me give you a secret. You already have access to it. If you're tired of settling, we better get to selling. Welcome to the Sales Life with Marsh, Buice. All right, TSL, let's get it. Today's episode is all about building the consistency. I'm going to help you with that. And we're going to rock out of Tim Grover's book, Winning, and we're going to build that consistency. And we're going to do that by no longer managing time. Because that's what we always say. Man, I wish I had more time. But really, if you think about it, if time is the same for everybody, then why isn't everybody successful? Right? I mean, why haven't you achieved a higher level of success? Why haven't you made more money? Become an expert in your field? Why aren't you healthier? Or started that side hustle or business? And most people say, I just wish I had more time, man. Got a lot going on. I mean, you don't understand my day-to-day struggles. But you don't need more time. You need more focus. See, time is the great equalizer, but focus is the difference maker. And today, using Tim Grover's amazing book, Winning, dude, if you have not gotten a copy of this book, you need to get a copy of it. So many great life skills in this. So we're going to use his book as a framework. And he writes that you haven't achieved more because you've been managing the wrong thing. See, you've been managing time when you should have been managing focus. Grover's words, time is undefeated. You can't control it, but you can control its hold on you. Successful people, they don't look at things the same way that you and I do. We can all be looking at the same painting. I mean, you think about inventors, you think about world-class athletes and entrepreneurs. They can look at the same football field. They can look at the same basketball goal, yet achieve different results. World-class entrepreneurs can look at the same painting that you and I look at, yet their perspective is different. They walk away with something different. And see, the world-class athletes and entrepreneurs understand one thing. They understand that everybody has the same allotment of time. We all have 24 hours in a day. Yet what's different is that's the painting they're looking at. I got 24 hours in today. That's tapestry they're looking at. Yet what's different is they're not consumed with time. They don't even manage it. They manage their focus. So no more. We ain't gonna use time as an excuse. Man, I wish I had more time. We're not gonna use that. No more harping on time. You're gonna shift your energy into managing your focus. Grover brings up a point I've never even thought about because we've all been raised to manage time, right? But when you manage focus, it's a game changer, dude. Because when you manage time, time subtracts. When you think of the aspect of time, time is running out. I'm 50 years old. I'm 61 years old. I started school late. These are all scarcity mentality, right? I've been here 5 years, not getting promoted. It's all scarcity, meaning that all you're doing is you're talking about time, running out of time. The play clock counts down. And when you manage time, you think that you're running out of it. Time is undefeated. It will outlast all of us. And time will continue on after you're gone. What will not continue on is your focus. That's the thing that you have to start managing. So you shift from managing time to managing focus. Grover writes, when you count up, you never get to zero and you never lose your momentum. I mean, think about that for a second. When you manage focus and you count up, you never get to zero. So you never lose momentum. When do you lose momentum? When you run out of time. And you never ran out of time, truthfully. You ran out of belief. That's what happened. The clock started ticking down and got less and less and less. You ran out of month. You ran out of money. You ran out of belief. You ran out of support. Whatever. It's all time because you managed time. And you quit out of frustration and you gave up. But if time is undefeated and it's going to outlast you, then why are you measuring something that never ends? Manage your focus. Start counting up, not down, and build the momentum. And when you count up, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's building momentum. Even saying that, I mean, when you were a kid and playing in the yard, 3, 2, 1, bang, and you make a half court failed attempt, air ball. And that's what we do in life. 3, 2, 1. I'm getting old. I'm 30. I'm 40. I'm 50. I'm running out of time. And I'll just accept anything. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. Airball. But if you manage focus, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's different. Your cadence is different in it. You don't count 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a cadence, right? And you don't even feel that internal pressure. See, counting down time is an external pressure. Counting up, managing your focus, that's an internal game. Because when you're counting up, You're moving in position. You're getting from one spot to the next. Let's take athletes, for example. We've seen plenty of athletes succumb to defeat because they got crushed with the thought of running out of time. So they threw an interception. They did something just totally spaz, and you're like, bro, what were you thinking? It's because they were managing the time and not managing the focus. But then we've seen the other athletes who have ice water running through their veins, dude. You're like, oh my God, how did they do that? And they're so calm, cool, and collected. We talked about Chris Bosch's book. And Chris Bosch, he shows it several times. He does it a lot. He shows it on Twitter. The clutch rebound that he made, I think it was like in game 7 or something, kicks it out to Ray Allen. I mean, just out of nowhere rebound, kicks it out to Ray Allen. Ray Allen hits the game-winning shot. They win the series. They win the championship. How did the guy do that? What those athletes are doing is they're getting from spot to spot to spot. So the ones that have the ice water running through their veins, they go from one spot. Boom, boom, boom. Shoot. Shot. Result. See, when you're managing focus, you're managing the minutes. You're getting from position to position to position for an end result. And because you're counting up, you don't have the scarcity mentality anymore. Position, 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 position. And what I'm doing every single day, dude, I'm building momentum. I mean, think about that. If you count up, you're not running out of days. You're managing your focus. And so every day, man, when you show up, you're working on getting from spot to spot to spot to spot. Shoot. Recalibrate, learn, count up. Count from 9, 10, 11, shoot. 12, 13, 14, shoot. That's what you're doing. So there are 3 great questions in this chapter that will help you build the momentum and shift from managing time to managing focus. The 3 questions that Grover writes about. Do you want to do it? Can you do it? And is it worth your time? So let's talk about these 3 questions. Do you want to do it? Grover asked the question, why are you doing this? Who are you doing it for? Is this your idea or someone else's? Is this your dream? Are you doing it to appease someone else? Are you going to school to get this degree? Are you working this job just to shut your parents up? Are you doing it because you want to do it? Have you cut against the grain? Can you do it? If you're not able, then don't, and you don't have the necessary skill, then don't put something pie in the sky. I'm going to get 1 million followers by next month. That ain't going to happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care. You can take your shirt off. It ain't going to happen. All right? So can you do it? Do you have the necessary skill? This is where you start layering in. So if you don't have the skill, but it is something that's obtainable for you, then you manage your focus on learning that skill. And I'm not saying that you manage the focus for 24 hours. It's impossible to do that. You do need time to relax, to spend time with family and kick it a little bit. You to watch TV. You need time for that. But it's really building a sterile environment. So when you build this thing in, when you manage your focus, everything else is isolated. You are on this thing. It's what I have to do, man. When I prepare these podcasts, I have to get rid of my phone because otherwise I'm going to get distracted. That's what we're in. You want a superpower in this world? Right here. Get away from managing your time and manage your focus. Superpower. Everybody else in this world has a focus problem. They can't focus for more than 3 seconds. When you're talking to someone, they can't even focus for 3 seconds. They can't. So you want a superpower? Everybody else is thinking, what you got, man? I'm running out of time. Manage focus. Great, great superpower. And you're going to leverage your skills and you're going to leap so far ahead of everybody else because everybody's managing the wrong thing. They're managing time when they should be managing focus. So can you do it? And then the last one is this worth your time? Grover's words, will it be worth the sacrifice and commitment for the relentless grind? Relentless being a key word. And dude, let me speak to grind real quick. Grind does not mean that you sleep for 2 hours. Grind means that you remove the excess because you have to grind in shape and you're forming into an end result. So it's a refinement of being able to remove the excess, things that don't belong there, things that you have to say no to, things that where you're in a sterile environment for 45 minutes, nothing else. Nobody comes in between this. This is my time to do this. If you do that, you manage your focus during that time. Oh my God, superpower. And then the last one, the last two that I added, dude, you got to be specific. You can't just be a generalist and just say, well, I want to lose weight. No, you got to be specific with that. And then how will you do it? How will you section off your success? Now, when do we normally get serious about our life? Let's talk about this. When do we really, no, for real, man. When do we manage our focus? Sometimes we default into managing our focus when the shit hits the fan, when all hell breaks loose in our life. We get divorced. We get a sudden breakup. I see it all the time, man. I see people all of a sudden they got dumped, and all of a sudden I'm working on me, and they start working out. But why didn't you take yourself serious the whole time? Why didn't you manage your focus then and keep your body in shape and become an expert or start that creative that you wanted to do? Why didn't you do it then? See, many times that's what we do. We wait for something catastrophic to happen, and then all of a sudden we're going to get serious. Don't let a bankruptcy or heart attack all of a sudden shake you alive, and then, okay, for real now. No, stay for real. See, when you're managed on focus, you're not competing against time. You're focused on the minutes, not the hours, not the weeks, until is your time frame. So let's take weight loss, for example. All right, let's just walk that through because a lot of people want that. So, do you want to? Who are you doing this for? Can you do it? Do you have the skill? I don't tell me that you can't get a gym membership and I don't have enough money for it. No, you got shoes, you got a kitchen floor, you got outside. Can you do it? Are you physically able to do it? And if you can't do 5 miles, can you do 5 laps? Can you do 5 minutes? Is it worth the sacrifice? This is key. Are you willing to get obsessed over? Are you willing to give it all and stop counting the reps and stop counting, man, when's this going to end, man? When's this going to turn for me? No, until it's my time for it. That was when I lost weight. It was when I shifted my mindset and I started managing my focus. And I looked at it and I no longer asked, how much longer is this going to be until it's my time frame. And then the two I added when it comes to weight loss, specifically, how much do you want to lose? I had a theme. I suggest maybe you do some sort of theme. My theme was 40 for 40. And I'm smashing that. I ended up doing 60, 70 pounds. I kept going, started melting off because I just had that theme when I was tired, 40 for 40, 40 for 40. When you're going to manage your effort, be specific with this, but also segment for success. And let me tell you what this means. This means that what is that cockpit time? See, when takeoff and landing, you ain't going up there shooting the breeze with your pilot if you're on a private plane. They ain't talking to you because that is so important. It's a sterile environment, right? They don't move around. Same thing with doctors in surgery. They ain't shooting the breeze talking through the window. No, sterile environment. They're focused. I've got to perform this surgery. Boom, right? Same thing for you. You're performing surgery on your life. So you manage a section of time that you're willing to isolate that doesn't get in the way of anybody else. This is my time that doesn't interfere. Job doesn't get in the way, family doesn't get in the way, anything else, nothing. Boom, I'm going to get this done. You section that off. This is how you build that consistency. You're managing the effort and you're building that consistency because you're just managing the minutes, not the hours, not the weeks. If you manage the minutes, the weeks and the months and the years and the success level will take care of itself if you just manage that right there. All right, grab a copy of this book. It'll be the best. How much is this thing on the back? I'm sure you can get it cheaper on Amazon. $27 is the list price. This will be the best $27 you will spend because you can use it as a reference book. Good luck with this. Let me know how your progress is going. Share this episode with others today to help get the word out. Sure appreciate it. Remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you because you're more than enough. Stay amazing. Stay in the sales life.